Did you start?
Yeah, I did.
Hello.
Hi.
We're just gonna be stupid a little bit. Yeah,
We're gonna keep
let's
going.
roll, man.
Today is the day we need to be just a little bit funny, and
I've been yanging it out, man.
he's been yanging.
Been yanging.
But we've
It's
been
all
vibing.
right.
We went on a
Yeah.
little hike and, just talking about life. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
Whatever.
It's whatever. But really today's the little things.
It's always the little things, man. That's what I came to realize about my yanging this time, and I find that out a lot, is everything in life is small stuff. The small things are the building blocks of big things, you know? So when you're, like petty things can catch up with you, it's important to let those go. But the little things that build up to the things that are beautiful in life, it's important to appreciate. So we just had a really long conversation in the middle of the woods.
Well, like on that front, it was such a little thing back in the day when I started smoking at the young age of 20. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I've got about 20 years until I start seeing effects from this. So, like, I can quit in, like, whenever. 6 years in, I'm like, oh, man, it's happening. It's not a little thing.
Is beard long enough to tie around my neck on that front?
Well, you don't have to quit smoking if you don't want to.
Over
It's
half
just,
of my life. You're talking about since you were 20. But I
Well,
respect your battle.
technically-
I respect your battle.
Technically, there's also the secondhand smoke I've been exposed to my entire life through our father
Yeah, and whatever
and
else.
other parents. Yeah,
Word.
like,
Big word.
but it's okay. At this point, I'm like, well, maybe the next 26 years don't have to be that bad.
I can breathe a little easier. It doesn't hurt. Sometimes air is nice.
It is really nice to breathe again. But yeah, little things. That was a little thing that turned into a big thing.
Yeah.
That has now cost me money because I now have impending health problems.
That's an analogy. And the money thing's a good analogy too, because the little things that cost you money can build into bigger money. And if you're worried about
Absolutely.
money, like legitimately, I had heard about this thing that people do where every time they get a $5 bill in change, they set it aside and they just save all their fives. So I did that for a couple of months, and man, I had like
Really?
a grand. Yeah,
Damn.
I had like a grand out of $5 bills, and like I honestly, I don't mind it. Like sometimes it's nice to be like, oh, I'm buying like one thing for like $3. I hope I have a 5 in my wallet, but like I don't like the bulkiness. Anyways, like my wallet is little. Look at this thing, man. I watched a documentary on minimalism a while back. All right, and I went through my wallet and I'm like, all this dumb stuff. Trying really hard to watch my profanity. That's why I said stuff. All this dumb stuff that I keep in my wallet is completely unnecessary. I got a punch card for here. When's the last time I've been to Spencer's? Like, I grew out of most of those stores. I don't want anything with a chain on it. I'm almost 30. Like, come on. No offense. No offense.
Have good jewelry.
See that? That is what's in my pocket. It's a little coin purse. All right, this works just fine. And
so
here
proud of you.
I have just a little bit of money and like a couple of cards backwards because you don't need to know my stuff.
Oh my God.
3 cards. That's it. And I haven't missed a single thing, man. It's great.
It's the little things.
Little things, man.
And the little things, like a little bitty wallet like that, could build up. And then eventually you have a really big wallet. Just like a house. You start out with an apartment and then you end up with a 2 to 3 bedroom with full of a whole bunch of stuff that, what do? It just sits there.
Word. Now my bigger wallet is my safe, which is good. I'm
Yeah.
going to turn that down. So,
Yeah, this is not, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now.
I'm just making my phone shut up because I don't want to be booed.
Yeah.
So yeah, on little stuff, I noticed that over the course of my week, things tend to build up a little bit, and by the time I'm done with the end of the week, I'm ready to shut myself off from society, which is a great thing to practice anyways, because
Yeah.
we are organic, we're organic matter.
You gotta come back to your roots every now and then.
Yeah, like you have to experience nature. It's the only thing that we are truly from our souls connected to. And just being in this social construct of society all the time is meant to weigh down on us. Everything is something to overcome, and that's part of it. And just getting lost in all that really kind of sucks sometimes.
Well, just like the work week, you work 40 hours a week. I'm pretty sure the first humans on this earth didn't think that's what it was going to come to someday, but
No,
here
they're
we
just
are.
walking around all naked, eating fruit off of trees and living their best lives, man. You want to have a campfire every day? Like, yeah, I do, you know, but
They didn't have s'mores, did they?
word. And they got rained on, you know.
Yeah. But now, like, whenever I get off from the last work day of the week, I'm like, I used to, like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out, I'm going to have fun. No, I'm like, I'm going to go sleep. Like, I need to sleep because I'm so tired. I've expended all my energy for the week. I have not done much for myself other than keep myself in a place where I'm okay to go to work the next day. Like, have I fed myself, like my true self? I haven't. Which is why weekends are nice, because I feel like it's the only time you can really...
Try to shut down and recharge a little bit. Well, work is still always on your mind, man. That's why
you got to go back the next day.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you go back to our roots, man, to nature, like the cavemen. You think cavemen had rich people? You know, we're like the regular, you know, last name cavemans hanging out in their cave. Like, oh, there's the Cave-a-fellers. They have the best cave of the land. The Cave-a-fellers. Everybody was jealous of them back in the day, and then the Cave-a-fellers developed laws, and here we are in society.
Yeah.
No longer is it the firewood
I
standard.
bet they had the caves that were the coldest, so that way they didn't have to go out and hunt every day.
Everything's cold. Cold and hot, cold and cave.
They had the most supply of whatever kind of meat they had back then.
Oh, they had the furs.
The furs.
Furs,
The
man.
boots with the furs.
What the fur?
Guys, we just really needed some humor.
Yeah, we're just freestyling a little bit here. But it's important, you know, and laughter and everything is part of what helps us kind of
Release, let go. There are some things that we cannot change in this world, and some things that are really, really difficult to come to terms with, that no matter what, it's going to be there. And you'll be distracted from it for a little bit, but then it's going to come back and it's still going to be there. So...
Well, we're talking about the little things. I really feel like this is going to be the video where there's not a thumbnail of you like this. And me just looking like...
I know, he always looks great, and I'm always like...
Got her mouth halfway open. She's like, I hope people can see that I'm pretty. She's never said that.
I am pretty. I don't need people to tell me I'm pretty or not.
You gotta know, we got that self-glow.
Well...
No stamps, no sticks.
It's okay. It's whatever. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm just
I don't
being
even...
ridiculous.
Stamps and sticks, alright. Over my head, most likely.
I was quoting Snoop Dogg.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, the nature feel has been a good release from the week. What day is it? Today's Monday?
Today,
Yeah. Good Lord.
it's the start of a week.
Help me, Jesus. It's not. For me, this is my Sunday. My
This is
weekends
actually
don't
my
run
Sunday now.
concurrent with the rest of everybody else's things.
Yeah.
But it's nice to remember that I still have a handful of hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's good.
It's the little things in life, the little things that get you through your workday. I love a matcha tea in the mornings, or just a tea or a coffee, and that automatically makes my day a little bit better, even though I may have to work all day. And then when I get off work, I used to enjoy a cigarette. Well, I don't get to do that anymore, so I'm gonna have to develop a new routine for that one.
My favorite part's when I get home after a long night and I just get comfied up. That first time you sink down on the couch, it's like, this is what it's for.
My
Get to
favorite
be here
thing
for a little bit.
is going
Hello,
to
runner.
sleep.
Sleeping is good.
Oh.
She didn't have a gun. That's fine.
Oh. All right. Yeah, sleep. Sleep is nice because then I just get to dream. And I don't have to think.
I've learned to decipher my dreams a lot too.
Same.
That's good. That's one of the, that's a small thing in life that it's important.
Well, it's
to
like
me,
your
it's made a big
subconscious
difference.
comes out in there. Like, it really does.
Yeah.
There are things my subconscious mind, like, I had a dream of a snake biting me, and I'm just like, why would I dream something like that? But realizing the rest of the dream that went along with it, I'm like, oh, okay, there's a perfectly good reason why I dreamt that, and I totally understand the meaning now once I dug into it. It's interesting.
Oh, I thought you were going deeper on that.
I could, but
I've learned how to
don't
do
know.
a lot of that with I mean, like, I never even read any books on it or anything either. I just kind of started to figure it out, like, they say keep a dream journal, whatever, but, like, I try to just, like, really
Remember when you
remember
wake
the vivid details,
Yeah.
you know, the important aspects. And then once my brain comes out of foggy mode, I'll go back over it and be like, man, why was I, you know, stuck in a trailer trying to break out through a window in a bathroom? Make I feel trapped in some aspect of my life.
Yep.
So, you know, what does that relate to? Because our dreams are subconscious mind's way of communicating with us in a more cognitive manner. When we wake up, you can remember these things, and these are messages that your brain is sending to you, because the majority of our life is subconscious. You know, your dream state, or you're running
Yeah.
life on autopilot. Like, how often through your day do you just have the realization, like, here I am, this is what's happening? You know,
Yep.
it's quite infrequent, realistically. So those little messages you can get from your subconscious really help you kind of understand on a larger scale what's going on in the inner workings of your mind, if you care to understand
Absolutely.
such things. I view them as imperative, you know, and I think most growing people do. That's just an important building block, you know, one small block on a larger scale of things.
All right, pause,
create your-
Cusco. It's my turn.
Sure. Get on in.
Okay, so now I want to talk
Threw
about
off
one
my
of
groove.
my dreams. Yeah, I know I threw off the groove. Who am I, Crunk?
Crunk?
No, I'm Yzma.
Huh?
Yzma?
Oh,
Am I Yzma?
we ain't getting crunk right now.
I want to be Pacha. I want to be Pacha. Anyways,
The hills sing.
that's me. I'm Pacha. I got ponchos.
I like ponchos. All right, do you
Okay,
think?
so the dream, I am going to go deeper into this dream. I had a dream that I was sitting at a friend's house, and the snake was crawling up my arm and it was biting me. It bit me about 3 or 4 times. And in that dream, I was screaming out my friend's name and she didn't come. But then my cat was there, and I actually ended up getting the snake off my arm myself, and I threw it down. And that's when Lily, my cat, came up and she was like, yeah, and she like beat it up the rest of the way. But when I woke up, I had realized that I was at a point in my life where I was needing to take a step back from my best friends, just to kind of give myself a perspective on my own life, and like to be able to look at myself more objectively. And I was reaching out constantly when, okay, so Lily is the cat. She was what I was finding my comfort in at the moment. I was starting to spend more time at home and
Learning that
realizing
you have to be more self-reliant at this point in your
Yes,
life, and
yeah.
having a struggle with that per se.
yes,
Hence, you're calling out, nobody's answering you. Your cats are always there for you. They're your emotional support.
yeah, absolutely. So Lily was just like, hey yo girl, I got you. And I was like, I know you do. And like, yeah, I can do this on my own. And it's nice to have the added support of my animals there, to like, I'm not just completely alone in that place. Like, I got something. But the dream really woke me up to that, and it was like one of those dreams I couldn't forget about. Like, I won't ever forget it. I'm just a dreamer. I dream a lot.
Just a dreamer. That's awesome. I'm gonna keep on popping off with artists. So we just kind of, you know, wanted to spiel off on a little bit of that, and you know,
We were just rambling today.
so it's a little unconventional, but
Yeah, and
we've made a lot of self-progress on, you know, we just enjoy these talks, catching up with ourselves, catching up with each other, and being able to re-ground ourselves after life gets hectic, which is so very easy for it to do, which is kind of where we're trying to relate to everybody today, you know,
Yeah.
because things do catch up with you, but don't let the yang of the little things bother you, and accept the yin of the little things that are good for you, you know?
and if the yang does bother you, it's okay too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to grab a close one, and just dish it out for a little bit. I'm here if you need to talk. I'm
We have
pretty
good
sure a
talk.
spider just fell on me. Okay.
It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine.
Yep, it's all fine.
So thank you guys for listening to yet another spiel. Hello, hiker.
Oh my gosh.
I'm friendly. And we'll catch you next time.
Much love to you. Bye. Did I pause it?
And scene.